Hello friends, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Well, it's time for another adventure in Begnion as we go to Chapter 15, The Feral Frontier. I wonder if we'll have more Laguz to deal with. Let's find out, shall we? Well, we are starting in a Laguz area. We're in Kilvis. Oh my, if it isn't young Prince Serenus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nialuchi, you're looking well? And feeling well too, thank you very much. This old crow's as spry as ever. Tell me though, how fares your father, King Lorazea? The same as ever. Since that terrible day, he remains abed. He seldom rises anymore. I'm not surprised. In the span of a few days, he lost his family, his friends, and almost all of his countrymen. Yes, and yet we're blessed that you are still with us. Prince Rayson, if there's anything this doddering old bird can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you, I appreciate your kind sentiment. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Rayson. Nialuchi, you can talk ancient history later. Leave us at once. Yes, of course. I'm sure you've much to talk about, much to say. I'll just take my leave of you. Please, Prince Rayson, make yourself at home. Old Nialuchi's always been fond of House Serenus. When he heard the White Prince himself was gracing us with a visit, he could barely contain his joy. So, Prince, what's this all about? We haven't seen your face around here in a long time, and I'm naturally quite curious as to your intentions. Your attitude during the Goldoa meeting piqued my interest. What is it you're after, Naesala? Why do you provoke Tabarn? You came all this way for that? Are you serious? Do not mock me, Crow King. Tabarn is my father's guardian. If not for him, we might have suffered the end of House Serenus itself. I will not brook any insults to him. Oh, I see. So rather than ally yourself with me, your trusted companion of old, you would side with this new protector? That is unfortunate shift in attitude. I trust you remember that when you and your sister were young, it was I and not Tabarn who watched over you. Any change in my bearing can be laid at your roost, Naesala. After all, you, my old friend, are the one who continues to engage in commerce with my enemy, with humans. If you were to change your ways, I'm sure we could rebuild the relationship the two of us once shared. Oh no, that I could never do. You see, humans are essential to the fulfillment of my ambitions. You've changed, Naesala. If this is the path you've chosen, I've nothing left to say. I doubt you could ever understand what it means to guard Kilvis, Prince. To protect an entire country. King Naesala, Duke Taunus of the Begnion Imperial Senate has arrived. Bring him in. We got someone from Begnion here now. Your Majesty! Just now, I brushed against the most splendid specimen. Was that a Serenus noble? They're supposed to be extinct! And what if it were? Oh, I was right! Wonderful! My eyes did not deceive me. Those dazzling white wings, and that shimmering hair, sparkling like falling gold dust. That is the crystallization of beauty in its purest form. Duke Oliver, can we please discuss the business at hand? Per your request, we have appropriated several pieces of art from the ships of Duke Gados. Yes, and you will be compensated as promised. But right now there is something else that I simply must have. Really? Another request? What can we purloin for you today? More art, perhaps? Oh, something much more stunning, and if you agree to my proposition, I will double your normal fee. That is a most generous offer. Tell me, what is it you desire? Desire? But surely you've already guessed. So even amongst the Begnion nobles, there's a whole lot of infighting, including Oliver there, working with Naesala. Meanwhile, back at the Adventures of Begnion with Ike and companions, meeting with the Apostle was fine, but all she did was pay us and give us another job. She answered no questions. I wonder what she's planning. That cargo, I can't help but believe there were living creatures inside, but what do you suppose the Apostle intends to do with them? I don't know, Titania. Are all nobles and royals like this? They have plans and paperwork for every little thing, and their speech is as confusing as it is tedious. But Ike, the other nobles we know are different. There's Princess Alencia and King Gallia and the Dragon Prince too. All of them have been so nice and friendly and easy to talk to. Perhaps the rudeness of the upper echelon is unique to the Bjork class system. Princess Alencia was raised in special circumstances. Maybe that's why she's so different. Bah, I could never get accustomed to the culture of Bjork nobles. I agree with you, Ike. Stuff like that is too confusing for me. Alright, so we did... Yes, we did get some gold for our trouble on that one, so 10,000. Nice. A lot of combat experience, but I would attribute that mostly to all the staff experience I got on Mist. Alright, so everyone did well, that's good. Alright, well, we're in the base. Let's do our usual, start with info. And 2 tidbits of information, and our newest recruit, Makalov. Let's start with the tidbits. Ahem. You are from the northwest nation of Crimea, are you not? You have my condolences for the terrible misfortune that has befallen your country and people. Yet you remain blessed! Fate has brought you here to the Grand Temple Mainau, to the splendor of Begnion, grandest of all the nations of Tellius. By the way, I hear you are traveling north to the Grann Desert. There are ancient ruins there, you know. They are the remnants of a race known as the Zunanma, who come from a civilization that predates our own. I'm sure you will enjoy the sensation of being immersed in such primordial surroundings. Yeah, it'll be a real picnic. Oh yes, picnics are indeed nice. Oh, but a word of caution. Studying the ruins from afar is one thing, but you would be well advised to keep your distance, for safety's sake. It is said that there's a bandit stronghold near the northwest ruins, and we hear occasional reports of strange figures wandering the dunes in the northeast. Be careful. So, 2 things there. Bandit stronghold northwest, mysterious figure northeast. Pay attention to that. Now, Sigrun. How are your preparations progressing? They're underway. We'll leave within an hour. Your next mission takes you to the Grann Desert. You must choose your companions with care. Desert is just a large patch of sandy soil, is it not? With one major difference. Unlike sandy soil, you'll not find solid earth near the surface. You could dig and find only more sand. Those on foot and horseback may find it difficult to move around. I see. I'm sure that Soren knows much about these things, but... Has something befallen Master Soren? I don't know if he's feeling ill or just moping about. It all started when we arrived in Begnion. Oh. Be that as it may, it won't hurt for me to have this information. Can you tell me more? Of course. There's little water in the desert, and the soil is very dry. Few trees or grasses grow there, which means there are no groves or anything else with which to provide cover. And as I mentioned before, those on foot or horseback will find the sand slows their pace considerably. The exceptions are magic users, staff wielders, and thieves. Such people will not be affected to so large a degree. Thieves are agile, so I understand why they would be unaffected, but those skilled in the magical arts? Well, that doesn't make sense. I once heard an explanation from a magic user that I know. He claimed that the spirits he employed flew before him and cleared the sand from his path. However, considering the source, I'm not sure how much of that is truth. Who was the source? Prime Minister Sephirin. Would he play a joke like that? Well, the Prime Minister is a very amusing man, but please, allow me to continue my explanation. What else? Others who are unaffected by sand are Pegasus Knights, Wyvern Riders, and other flying units. Oh, and Laguz too. Terrain features don't seem to affect them much in either form, although they will be slowed some. You said Laguz, didn't you? Almost everyone here says subhuman. Well, of course. Bjork and Laguz are both living things. Every precious life was created to be equal by the blessed goddess. The fact that there are still those who persecute Laguz in the land of the goddess, it is deplorable. Are you of a noble house? Yes, I am. One must be of noble birth to serve the goddess. But I thought that all nobles were half-crazed fools who can't speak the truth. You seem quite honest. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, one last thing. What is it? The desert contains the remnants of more than one lost civilization. Rumor has it that treasures from those times still lie undiscovered beneath the shifting sands. Those with good luck may come across such treasures during battle. So quite a bit in that conversation, and even though it was an informative one, you still got backstory, which, hey, made that one great. But the big thing there, just like any typical desert chapter in any Fire Emblem game, there is hidden treasure. Now, I vaguely know where most of it is, but this time I actually do have a map with me, so I'm not just guessing where this hidden treasure is. I have my own little guide to follow. Now, let's get to the interesting new recruit that we got, Makalov, who I am just going to say is the walking definition of a day one worker who walks in, slips on the floor, and demands compensation, because he is just that kind of guy. Hooey! The Grand Temple. Luxury and gorgeousness as far as the eye can see. If a scoundrel like myself can find employment in a place like this, I guess my luck hasn't abandoned me after all. Uh-huh. But for all that glitter and gold, there's an equal amount of dangerous work. That I could do without. Maybe I could use my prone-to-illness ploy. Yes, I think I can arrange to work 1 out of every 5 jobs or so. And now that I have a fixed income, it's time to visit the local inns and see what games of chance are about. Evening? You! Did you happen to hear any of that? You were talking out loud. Loudly. I wasn't being serious. I'm an extremely diligent man. Yes, I am. Those peddlers you were with, you were in debt to them, right? Huh? How did you know that? When we took out that group, your debt vanished. Yes, you're right. That was a tremendous help. Thanks much. Come now, you can't believe that the world is as forgiving as that, or that we are so foolish. What? Debts are debts, and you have many. Those peddlers weren't the only people who owed you coin, right? Or, actually, I take that back. Were owed coin by you. I should get that right. It's like, wait, Makalov owes these, is meant to get coin from them? Sorry, I gotta get that right. We can't have debt collectors hounding the company day in and day out. My staff officer repaid the rest of the money you owe. That's very kind of you. It was from the company coffers. You, my friend, are now in our debt. You fight to repay the Grail mercenaries. Payment will be deducted from your wages for quite some time. It seems you'll be working for free, friend. Oh. Until your debts are completely repaid, don't even think about leaving the company or getting sick. Right then, I trust you'll do your best. What a mess. Nuts. Yeah, like I said, walking definition of looks like he just wants to get money and not work for it. Alright. Now, let's have a look at some supports here. Ooh, good. That's another one I want to work with there. Mostly because Kieran and Marcia have good movement together. We're going to do a Kieran-Marcia support. Oh! Ho-ho! I would love to have a chance to train with a Pegasus Knight. It could only increase my already mighty skills. Oh, here comes one now. Marcia! Huh? I would like to have the pleasure of... Oh, pardon me, I forgot to introduce myself. My name... I already know who you are. Crimean Royal Knight, 5th Platoon, Captain Kieran. Did I get that right? How do you know my name? Not to mention my post. Maybe it was the fame I won during our last battle. No, I was only semi-glorious. Only semi-glorious. Or perhaps I have injured you and yours with the past transgression. Are you here to revenge yourself on me? No. Oh, then tales of my valor must have spread to other countries. Perhaps you know of the time I slew the giant spider of... Nah, that's pushing it. But it is possible. Let's see. It's also possible that... Hey, meathead! What? Don't scare me like that. We all know your name. You announce yourself every time we fight. I am Crimean Royal Knight, 5th Platoon, Captain Kieran. See me and tremble. Well, that explains it. So, how can I help you? Huh? Didn't you want to ask me something? Oh, that's right. What did I want to ask you? Oh, blast, was it? No, that's not it. Right, well, you come find me whenever you remember. Jeez, I think this guy's helmet is on too tight. Ever the battle-crazy one, that Kieran. Alright, everything should still be the same. Bonus experience was unchanged from the last one. So, I'm just going to do what I normally do, and we'll get the chapter started so I see what my numbers are. Tell me, Soren, are you alright? Recently, ever since we reached Begnion, in fact, you've seemed depressed. Is that so? How odd. Well, I can't think of nothing specific that's bothering me. Well, if you say so. So it's time for the desert. Which is the best direction to enter from? Soren? Huh? Yes. What is it? Alright, I know there's something going on. I'm sorry, I was thinking. What is it you wanted? Well, I was going to ask you for directions, but it's no longer necessary. It looks like we're being met. Oh. Who are you? Answer me. We're mercenaries. We were hired to take care of a group of bandits operating in this area. More of the Senator's dogs. You cast us as thieves so you can murder us and hide your guilt, but we will not be defeated. Mark my words, the day will come when all slaves are free, and then you will pay for your crimes. What on earth are you talking about? No more useless words. Come, my brothers. Take them. And look at that. A whole bunch of Laguz. So this is going to be a Laguz-focused chapter again. So let's see how this goes. Oh, we're facing Laguz? I don't like the look of this. Laguz or no, it doesn't change the fact that they're brigands. Do not lower your guard. I know what I'm doing. Everyone watch your footing in the sand, take care, and fight well. Alright, my numbers are 14! Wow, I was not expecting that much in the way of numbers. Alright, so we do have a desert chapter here, as Sigrun politely told us. Foot and horseback units will be slowed down in this terrain, with the exceptions of thieves, magic users, on-foot staff wielders, and flying units. Laguz will be slowed somewhat, except for the flyers of the group. So, our objective is to defeat the boss up here, Moram. Now, he is just a standard tiger with no special powers, but he does have a demi-band, so he will be in Laguz form the whole time. So we have to be a little prepared for that. Now, as to who's coming along, I'm going to try to avoid horseback the best I can, but I probably will end up bringing a few anyway. So we're going to bring Leth, Mordecai, Soth for treasure hunting, and Fulk, Jill and Marcia, Mist for staff wielding, Soren and Ileana. Funnily enough, I could bring Gatri along, and he could just slowly work his way through the desert. He would be a good tank. Zahar could do good for some one-on-one fights. We'll bring Boyd along. Let's see, probably not good for any of these units. Kind of sucks that I'm going to be skipping out Kieran and Oscar this time, all things considered, but I'm going to bring Titania and Gatri along. And we're going to try to make this a little bit fun. I'm going to get them figured out in position first. So, let's get figured out there. Actually, funnily enough, I think Mordecai could actually shove Gatri a decent distance. Okay. I think that'll do as far as positioning. We'll try to make this work anyways. See what happens. Alright, just go back to base for a second, figure everyone out here. Yeah, your killing edge is starting to get a little low. You need a new staff. Just in case. Mend is fine, but I'm going to give you another mend. And I don't have any other staffs in here right now, do I? Oh, I do have a restore. I'm going to bring that out just in case. Just so it's on you. Now, we got a lot of new things here. Can anyone... Actually, it might not be a bad idea to have you use the Laguz Lance. So... Jill, where'd you go? There we go. Just in case. You don't need a torch anymore. Killer Axe. That would be Boyd's territory, I think. Don't quite need the pole axe for this one. You're fine. Yep, sorry, Kieran and Oscar. Give. I'll bring an archer along. Alright, I think otherwise that should be fine. I'm not bringing any... I'll bring an iron axe just in case. I think everyone is fine as far as weapons are concerned. So why don't we just see how this works? So we'll do one final save here. Excellent. And let's begin the battles. That transforms. There we go. So, thing with this chapter. There is a bonus experience bonus you can get for every unit you keep alive. I don't think I have ever once tried to get that bonus. Mostly because it's like, I'm trying to get all the things in the desert. I don't want units hounding me. Please just, like, get defeated and let me do all my treasure hunting. So, that is something I have to look out for. Now, you have a speed that'll probably go to, like, 17. It's gonna be very slow in the desert. Yeah, Gatry can only move 1, but I can smite him forward 2. Jeez, at this rate, Mordecai's just being good as a shove bot. Alright, you have a movement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just come on closer. As long as I just mitigate my fights, I will be fine. And let's make sure you get there. Should be good there. Will you transform? Not yet. Yes, I will. Oh, well, there we go. That is the first hidden treasure. A coin. Most of the other treasure at this point is going to just kind of be in a circle around here. So I will be going to all corners of the map. Now, as is typical for any Fire Emblem game, thieves have a 100% chance of locating treasure. So that's why I brought both my thieves along to kind of mitigate the things going on here. So yeah, we'll have some Laguz ready to transform. Now I could actually have Volk come over here and just, like, do some damage right off the bat. But I know you're about to transform. Well, let's see what just happens. Because we're going to get a bunch of transformations here. A lot of their gauges start near max. And I do mean a lot of them. Here we go. Oh. Now you're gonna fly in. You're gonna take us a long time to actually get transformed. Like, your gauge is starting at 6. So, no dice there. Like, I could even have Soth attack and, like, get a little experience, but it's not gonna matter too much. Now, as it is already stated, any untransformed Laguz cannot counterattack. That feature wouldn't be implemented until Radiant Dawn, which I still think was just as useless. So, I just act as if it was like, oh, never try to attack as an unarmed Laguz. Well, you can't even do that, really. Soren, what can you do? Well, you can throw a little paint around. Go Fireball! Alright. Marcia. Do that. No one would be coming close. Smite again! Just bring you in close. That seems to be working. Ileana, what can you do? No one's nearby. Oh, you're just about to transform. I would want to go from this side. Go on, give a hit. And why not? Boyd, you want to try? Ah, worth a shot. What about Volk? Oh, so close. I guess we'll just let Ike have this one. And a level up, so let's see what begins. anyone damaged at all? Oh yes, you did get a point of health, which means a point of staff healing. Now, I did say last chapter as I was training Mist, I did not want to promote Mist this chapter because her promotion gives her a mount. And in the desert, even though she's a staff wielder unit, she would actually get hindered by the sand. So I'm letting her have one last chapter as unpromoted, just to help her along. Actually, why don't we do... Yeah, we'll let Jill come over here. Jill can get more battles this way. Same with Volk. Alright. Gatry, tank! Laguz do give good experience, so I'm fine with this. Chink! Haha! Your speed means nothing to my armor. Now this chapter as well, there are no reinforcements, so what we see is what we get. Alright, so we're going to bring Soth down here because this gives the Guard Scroll. So the Guard's skill is actually really good, so I think it either lets you negate damage when you get attacked, or you negate an opponent's attack if you hit them. I think it's the former. Alright, Marcia, nice shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to bring you over here. Because you should be fine. That's a speed of 11. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, easy. Oh, you could go for Zahark if you want. I hope you go for Marcia. Alright, what do we got down here? We got a Cat Laguz that is incoming. Speed of 13 to Jill's speed of 10, so you would not get doubled. We're going to bring Volk back. Iron Lance, just let you do a battle. You're still a bit of a ways away. Gatry, attack again! There we go. Alright, now you have movement, so Mordecai, please back up. Alright, we gotta get over here somewhere. Leth could do something. Not yet, though. I'm just gonna let things play out as they will. Everything should be fine. Alright, bunch of cats in the front. There we go. Aha! Ooh, you dodged. Okay, maybe I need to get some skill on Gatry. Alright. Oh, Adept. Oh my goodness, Zahark, you are very good at what you do. Alright, level up it is. Oh, you are fast, good sir. You are fast. That's everyone? That is everyone. Okay. Alright, we got a bunch of cats ready to go up there. What are your chances? 65. Let me move you a little closer. Or at least get a freebie shot anyways. You're still fine. Soren, care to assist? And go Jill! Alright. A lot of these chapters I find are really good for training units, because the units aren't like terribly strong. You finally started establishing your core group of units. So it's a good opportunity to just get a few points going. Alright, so we'll go over here a little bit. Yeah, you can't move much. This group can move, so I'm fine. Volk can still do some work. Why don't we just have... Actually, I should really get Mist over in the main group, because they're the ones taking damage. Mordecai can stay over here, too. Marcia, you back up. Zahark, come over here. And we'll just keep Soth down here for a second. Now, if, for some reason, you are struggling in this chapter, you can always wait for a Laguz's transformation gauge to run out. That is always a viable tactic. Alright, well, Mordecai's is now filled. Alright, you should not be able to take lethal. Laguz? Okay, how does the Laguz lance weigh you down enough? Okay, weight of 17. I suppose that's acceptable. Or understandable. Alright, go for it. Alright, level up. Well, you get a point of speed. You do have a 30% boost. That is a very acceptable level up, Gatry. Alright, you are turning into a tank, and that's what I want. Okay, Boyd. Here we go. We'll keep going with Jill here, get her a few more levels. Alright, what do you got? Very good, very good. Do need to patch your speed up a little bit, though, I think. Alright, Leth, you have points in your gauge still. Keep it a little close. Keep Ileana over there. Soren over here. Bring Ike just in case. Mist, you come this way. Okay, I think that is good enough. Yeah, it's always the flying units I look out for. Like ground-based units are easy to mitigate. Flying units are always the ones that I have to be afraid of. Now, mind you, I took no damage from that attack, but being able to move is always the thing that I have to plan for. Alright, B rank and lances, not bad. Alright, slow-moving Gatry over here. But I am going to bring Mordecai over here, and he can be a bit of a tank. There we are. Keep the others nearby. Soth shove? Soth cannot shove. I'll keep Soth back. Alright. Tiger Laguz. Good. Leth can fight. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Ike is still good. Full health. Support boost inbound. Titania, move over here. And I think that's good for that turn. Nice dodge. Beautiful. And smack. Oh, you had enough movement to come close. I am okay with this. Alright, basically a freebie shot. Boyd, do you want this one? Apparently not. Can I steal? I could steal Vulnerary from you. You know what? Yoink! I actually looked. Go me! Then, why don't we do... I want to do Ileana here. And Soren, you are within support boost range. Ooh, Adept Fire! Adept is becoming a really good skill right now. I'm becoming quite adept at handling it. Yes, I know my jokes are terrible. But Soren's defense got slightly better. I would laugh if he got a point of strength, though. Alright, go for it. Nicely done. Keep that experience going. Alright, speed of 13 to speed of 10. I would not get doubled. Alright, keep you there. Alright, 8. Now I can canto away, which is good. Iron Lance, perfect! Okay. Well, that's great. I can let Mordecai here tank some battles. And then, slowly but surely, work my way into more treasure. I do have to get my way over here, though, because most of the next rounds of treasure are within this quadrant. I do have something over here as well, so we'll work towards that. Missed. Heal. Anyone? Yeah, Ward Staff. Yeah. Mend Staff, though. Despite being a tank, somehow Katri is taking a lot of damage. I must mitigate this. Alright, good for the turn. Alright, nice and simple. Amazingly, this chapter is not posing me too much trouble. Alright, yes. So within a 3x3 square rightwards of Volk should get me Statue Fragment. So if I'm right, that increases a unit's build, so that factors into a unit's weight. It's a very complicated thing. I don't usually work with that. Statue Frag has some small niche uses, but ordinarily I don't even bother. So at the very least, I can say that that is a free chunk of gold. Alright, well, keep everyone nearby, but I'm fairly certain I can start moving a lot of my group back to the west. Now, you are a 10-7. Alright, let's see how this works. I won't die. Alright. Level up. What do we get? Awesome! Level up's been really good this chapter. I approve. Alright, Mordecai, keep up your good work. Mist, keep up your healing. Gatry, you just keep doing your thing. Very slowly, I am getting... Oh, there we go! We got the Silver Blade! Okay. That's good. That was somewhat in my next realm of acquisition. Smack. Ooh, so close. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. Alright, Volk, you have the statue frag, so we'll start working our way up here. Another level up for Jill. There we go. Wrong type of strength to level up, but I'll live with it. Alright. Jill, just wait over here. Volk, you come on up this way, and I need Leth to come this way. For reasons. Everyone else, start making your way back this way. Meanwhile, back here, Marcia is doing fantastic. Keep up the attacks. Mist, keep up the staff training. Mordecai, keep up the fighting. So let's get close. Zahar can stay there. We just got 1 cat and 3 tigers up there. Do that. Alright, a Laguz level up. Now, in order to compensate for Laguz having really only 1 class worth of level ups to get, I kind of call them like in-between promoted units, their growths are actually surprisingly high. Now, you saw that Mordecai there had a 2 next to his HP growth, and that's not like a typo or anything. His HP growth is actually above 100%. So how the game treats that is he's guaranteed to get 1 point of health, and then he has a chance to get another point of health. It's not the first time they've actually done growth rates above 100% in a Fire Emblem game. I know best example that I remember is Fire Emblem 6's final acquired unit, Corel, who has insanely high growth rates, but can only level up once, I think, which is a very weird design choice. And there's another coin for our trouble. So I've got 5 more things with which to get in this chapter. Mordecai, you did take a few more points. Is it done? Alright, you're just about out of the gauge. Alright. Now, if you remember from Sigrun's conversation, she said, or maybe it's the servant's conversation? Yes, it was I think it was the servant who said this. Bandit growth in the northwest. Mysterious shadows in the northeast. Oh, that's going to be next turn. I don't have enough movement. But I will keep advancing these 2 here. Jill, you can remain on standby. I'll get to that conversation on the next turn. Oh. Oh, sweet, that's the physics staff. So, I don't have to worry about that. Just keep everyone moving here. Probably enough. One... Yeah, in this quadrant here, I think I can try to acquire the next item. We'll see how well that goes. Maybe someone gets it. Let's even try. What's the range? Looking at my map here. So this rectangle here, okay. Who can get it? I believe it's a either luck percent or skill percent chance for any regular unit to get the item. Since no one got it, that's on Soth. And you don't have a gauge, I don't have to worry. Okay, now, going back to what I was saying before. Bandit group in the northwest, mysterious shadows in the northeast. There are indeed mysterious shadows, but depending on who you visit as, you get a different outcome. If I was to step on this square here, I would, at the end of all of it, receive a very, very good item. If I visit with a Laguz, however, someone who is a little bit more attuned to noticing people. I sense something. Ugh. Must be in my imagination. Or not. A female cat. Splendid. I've not seen your face in these parts before. Ugh. Where did you come from? Oh, I see that I've startled you. My apologies. Who are you? If you wish to learn someone's name, isn't it polite to introduce yourself first? Ugh. I am Leth, from Gallia. And I am Stefan. I live here in this desolate wasteland, playing at being a hermit. Is that so? Well, don't let me interrupt your life. Oh, no, please don't worry about it. Oh, I won't. And? What? Why are you standing there staring at me? I'm interested in Gallia's beast tribes. Fascinating, really. I have an idea. Can we go somewhere and talk? I don't think so. And why not? My companions and I are in the middle of a battle. I have no time to chit-chat with you. She could at least say companions now. That is an improvement. Very well. Then I will help you. And once this battle is finished, you will have time to converse, yes? I suppose. Perhaps. Right. Off we go then. What sort of lunatic have I found now? You have found one of the highest level characters you can acquire in the game. So, this is Stefan, a mysterious hermit of the Grann Desert. If you stepped onto that square with any Bjork unit, Stefan would introduce himself, he would give you this sword here, and then leave. But as you saw, you step on that square with the Laguz, he joins you with the sword. And as you can see, those stats look mighty strong, both his and the Valkati here. So, if you do know the trick, you get a very, very reliable mid-game unit. And he also comes with an occult skill already learned for the Swordmaster class, Astra, which is you attack 5 times at half damage, but every hit has a chance to crit. Basically, you put a killing weapon onto a Swordmaster and watch as an enemy completely melts. Also your weapon durability, but that's a different story. So we do have a new strong unit in our employ, Stefan. So here we go. Meanwhile, I do have a white gem to pick up. Alright, and then I'm just going to have Jill carry Volk back. There is only one treasure left, and it's up in this corner here. Not sure how useful that'll be, but we'll work with what we got. Move everyone over a little bit more. Don't worry, Boyd. I will get you some training yet. Next chapter might be pretty good for you. Be a little bit easier and a little bit more enemy-heavy, I would say. Alright, move you up. And smite! I still got a turn. Gatry should be fine. Keep Soth out of the way here. And even though there's a hole here, I don't think any unit can traverse that. Not safely, anyways. Well, flying unit, I think, could. Yeah, should be out of the range of tigers. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Soren should be fine. And Soren's defenses aren't absolutely paper thin. They're like construction paper thin. That's a little bit more durable, I think. Alright, Jill. Fly on over. Aw, you just untransformed. Okay. You would not be able to reach either way then. You are going to transform, so I'm fairly certain I'm going to have a combat on the next turn if you move. We'll see what happens. Go, my forces! Now the nice part, boss does not move, and boss is not on a healing tile. Alright. Tank's a hit. And you do move in closer. Now, anything of note? You just have a vuln, so I don't think that's too much to bother. Yes. Ileana, you want to give a hit? Try something. That's the one thing with Ileana. Despite how she looks, because she is a Thunder Mage by trade, and Thunder magic has surprising weight, Ileana is actually a mage with a decent strength growth. And I don't say, like insane, but it is enough that you would not be surprised to see Ileana get some points of strength. And you might think, oh, is that all that's used for? Is just the ability to gain strength to wield tomes? No. When I promote mages into sages, I will show off the other part of the gimmick that is actually not a good gimmick. But that's for another day. Alright, Gatri! Doing good. Mordecai. Oh, good. You only have to move one. Alright, and for the last hidden item of the desert, the magical boots! So, give that to anyone, increase their movement by 2. It is a very, very good item. Very rare. Don't know when and how I'll use it, but I'll find a way, I'm sure. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll let Boyd try to do damage to the boss. Since the boss does not move. Meanwhile, Gatri, tank! Good. I can do this. Keep everyone near here. You know, for how often I've played... Oh, look at that speed! There we go. Gatri's moving fast. For how often I have played Fire Emblems on the easier difficulties, and I've told this story before, but mostly either due to lack of knowledge when it comes to these types of games or lack of skill. I slept on how good Knights can be to a slower play style. Like, I rarely use Knights because they don't move far, they don't, like, damage much because of their slow speed. Like, why tank something when you can outright destroy everything? But then, playing harder difficulties of Fire Emblem, I'm like, oh, I am so glad I have a unit that can reliably tank the damage I'm taking. Okay, if I planned that better, maybe I should have let Boyd deal a finishing blow, but oh well. I cannot steal because you have too much stuff. Here, take this very, very priceless gem, so I can steal your vulnerary. Alright, yeah, I gave that to Soren. Soren cannot do anything. Must have done the trade differently. Marcia... Okay, you both just leveled up. Still close. Let's see what Jill can do. Javelin toss! Alright, that's good. Alright, and Mist just healed you up. That's good. I'm sure you'd be fine if that were the case. Alright. So we're gonna see how well Boyd can handle this. Once again, training my units. Oh, this might not go well. My companions and I are not thieves. I'm sure you could not care less, though. Alright, can I get Titania close by? Oh, I can't even rescue Titania. I have the idea that I'll do on the next turn. Who needs to ride through the desert when you can have a tiger literally shove the horse through it? That's a little better. Do it a few times, at least he gets a level up. I will gladly try that. Or... well, they're close. You know what? Bunch of javelin tosses. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Marcia can hit. Yeah, I don't really care how long this takes. I am getting the experience where I can. Alright, and a level up for Miss. And this is probably going to be her last one. Yeah, her stats are, like, okay. Like, I would say her health is terrible. But, like magic and speed, I'd say, are at least passable. but her growths have been very minuscule. I've not been as blessed as my other units. Alright, there's a hit. Now, meanwhile... Hey, we got speed! That's awesome! Alright, Boyd. You'll hit eventually. Oh, that's right. I still have Laguz that can transform. Two more attempts, and you will be fine. Well, at least Marcia's doing pretty decent with her pretty much coin flip chance. Oh, biorhythm. That's also a thing, too. I keep forgetting that Boyd has that Tempest skill. Oh, and looks like he's going into a positive in a bit. That'll work. Yeah, it's funny how biorhythm really doesn't factor in too much in this game. Like, it can, absolutely. But you don't notice it too much. Like right there, if I didn't realize that his hit rate had gone up, I wouldn't even been thinking of biorhythm. Alright, he got a level up from axe throwing. Oh, he got a little bit more skillful as a result. I'm okay with this. He could use more speed, though. Admittedly. Alright. Let's just keep the fun going. They're getting experience. Alright, so Morum's done. Still can't hit. Maybe the last hit will do you good. Try this. Well, you get Marcia a level up. Let's try. Well, that's a dodge. Ooh, so close. I don't want to outright do it yet. Okay, I'm gonna let Marcia either miss twice or get one more hit, and then I'm gonna try to feed that last kill to Boyd. Here we go. One more shot. Okay. Oh, I'm always okay seeing a Pegasus Knight get faster. Alright, Boyd, this is your chance to shine. I believe in you. I will give you all the support I can. You can do it. Go, Boyd. This is getting very entertaining. There we go. Ugh, no. I know it was from much experience, but oh well. And there we go. We lose. You're the leader of this band, aren't you? Yes, I am. I'll resist you no further. Take me with you, or execute me here. I care not. But my companions, would you let them go? Please. No, I won't allow it. Huh? I won't let you take Morum. God, stay back, little one. You are not supposed to expose. If you want Morum, you'll have to kill me first. Yes, he is a Bjork child. I claimed him when he was little more than an infant. He has nothing to do with us subhumans. Stop lying. I'm here because I want to be. Who's the leader of the Laguz Emancipation Army? I am. You're a big jerk, Morum. Trying to cover for everyone and get yourself killed? I won't allow it. Little one. Hey, I don't care who the real leader is. A Laguz who calls himself a subhuman is protecting a kidnapped Bjork who claims to lead a Laguz emancipation army? Do I have that right? Because if I do, I have absolutely no idea what any of you are talking about. Would someone please tell me what is going on here? Alright, I'll talk to you. Alright, please go over that again. It's been customary throughout Begnion's history to keep Laguz as slaves? That's right. But that's in the past now. 20 years ago, all slavery was outlawed and all Laguz were freed. And as far as the general public is concerned, that is exactly what happened. So there's a portion of society that willingly breaks the law. The commoners obey, but there are still many Laguz slaves in the homes of nobles. Morim and I brought this to the attention of the senators, but they would not listen. That's why we gathered other fighters. We break into the homes where slaves are kept and help them escape. Of course, the nobles can't let this be known publicly, so they brand us as thieves and turn us into wanted outlaws. Alright, I think I understand your motives, but you're not going to solve the basic problem this way. We know that, but we can't give up and leave them in chains. We can't and won't. Do you mind if I try to help? Huh? This sort of Bjork behavior is something that's been bothering me. I think there may be something that I can do. Meanwhile... Nisala, stop this foolishness! Where are you taking me? Tell me. It's only a little farther. I'll tell you once we've arrived, just as I promised. I have left no word with Tabarn. If I had known we were coming this far, I would have left a message. And here we are, in the burnt remains of the Serenez forest. Here we are. This is what I wanted to show you. Look below you, Rayson. What do you see? What? What is this? How is this possible? What happened here? This is Serenez? Is this what you were trying to tell me? This colorless vista, these cracked and withered branches, these lifeless trees. This is my forest? Ah, yes, I forgot this was a thing in this game. So there is an ancient language in this game. I believe it's like the Serenez tongue or ancient language. Now, funnily enough, this is actually translatable. So, future me, I hate to give you too much homework, but if you are able to find a script translation for anything that I'm sure will be multiple times the ancient language, go ahead and post it on screen. I'll try to leave a little time for people to read, but go ahead and pause if you want to read any translations. That should have been plenty of time, but I could kind of tell that I feel like I'm seeing a lot of exclamation points here, so I think Rayson is very distraught. The ancient tongue. It's been many years since I heard it last. You can still speak it. The voice of the forest is still. Why? How did this? It's been like this since your clan's been gone. The area near the entrance is especially bad. They used fire. Most of the trees are dead. Unforgivable. How? How can they do things like this? Cursed humans. What they did to this. What did this forest do? What did my clan do? Humans hold all Laguz in contempt, and in the same way, they hold all of nature in contempt as well. They think everything exists for their pleasure and betterment. They are beneath contempt. Nisala, it appears that I have misjudged you. I called you a groveling toady to humans and labeled you traitor. I was overly harsh. I apologize. Not to worry. I engage in occasional commerce with humans. That much is true. A more pressing issue is the growing darkness. You can return to Phoenicis tomorrow, can you not? I'm certain that some nobleman has a villa in this area. At this time of year, it is almost certain to be empty. I suggest we borrow it for the evening. You would sleep in a human building? Think about it. Birdfolk like you and I have no night vision whatsoever. If we were discovered by humans, they would surely overwhelm and capture us, right? I see your point. Very good. I'll go stumble around until I find something to eat. Please, make yourself comfortable. Nasala. Yes? Thank you for everything you've done. I appreciate it. Don't be ridiculous. We're old friends, are we not? Right you are, old friend. Is everything in place? Yes, that Duke Taunus cannot sit still. He is literally quivering with anticipation. It's not pretty. I bet it isn't. Just make sure that mountain of sway stays hidden. If Races catches so much as a glimpse of his bulk, he will take wing. Understood. Now, time to put on the finishing touches. This, too, I do to raise up Kilvis. Racin, please don't judge me too harshly. That being said, I'm sure you will. Ah, well, such is life. Enjoy your new one, old friend. Ooh, Nisala, ever the backstabber. And no surprise, no bonus experience, because I just seem to be taking way too long. But, I mean, on the flip side, certainly I am getting a lot of experience on the units that I'm using, and they're turning out pretty good. So, hopefully, we can keep that string of luck going into the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you on the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and have a good day.